Hi, my name is Deb Burkhalter, and I am the pastor of On the Porch with Pastor Deb, and I'm also the pastor of Worship on the Farm in Elroy, Wisconsin. Just want to tell you a little bit about my story because I think it's important that we know some backstory. Who am I? Kind of thing. And so this is kind of off the porch with Pastor Deb. I was a pastor of an institutional church for about 14 years and loved my time there, loved my congregations, loved the whole thing. A few years ago, God kind of was pulling at my heartstrings a little bit. And I always believed that as the pastor, it was like a conductor of an orchestra where I was holding the baton, but God was leading it. He was making miracles all over the place and leading me. And as long as I followed His lead, then I knew that I was okay. And every day, my question to myself was, "Is this for me or is this for God?" And so last year, God pulled me away from the institution of the church, and the porch community, the porch faith community, has grown immensely since then. We started worship on the farm because I love the idea of getting together and worshiping God and really exploring that. And first, I want to make it very well known that I am not against the institution of the churches. I think that there is a place for them. I think that they are important. Um, but for me to step aside, God's asking me to do something else. On Thursday, we're going to start a tour around the country, a 4,000-mile tour. We're going to be visiting people on the porch. We're going to be praying with them. We're going to be lifting them up. We're going to be encouraging each other in our faith. And but that's what I think this is my call is different than the institution. And so I was told actually that they did not have a category for me in the institution of the church for my kind of ministry. And at first I thought that's really rude. That was really mean. But at the same time, I think that it's actually beautiful now. And so, because God's letting me and allowing me to do things that I would have never been able to do within the walls of the institution of the church. So this morning I've been sitting here contemplating and praying about, what is my goal? What is the vision for what I'm doing? And I think the goal is to allow everybody to know that they are loved. God loves them and experience God's love for themselves in their own unique ways and their own unique paths. And to do that as we grow this faith community. And I hesitate to say the word church because in some people's eyes, the word church has become very negative. A lot of people think that the word church is somebody who wants your money and to tell you what to believe. And those are the two things that I don't want to do. God is providing for me and my family. I'm not exactly for sure how or why, but He's given us a lot of grace to be able to do this. There are some supporters out there who believe in the ministry that we're doing, and they believe in how we're doing it. So, with all of that being said, this is who I am and what I'm doing. So over the next few weeks, we are going to be exploring this goal and where God's taking us. And so I'm going to ask you to join us, follow us as we go on this journey, because it'll be interesting to see where God leads us. But that is a little bit about who I am and what we're doing.